Testing. Let's see, make sure everything's working. See how I sound. What's up, Food Bloggers Kitchen? And Sakaith, how you doing? Scott, how we going? Just doing a little test real quick. Testing. Sounds like everything sounds good to me. Make sure everything's working. Okay. Who's ready for some Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I know I am. Send out a tweet and get the people up in her. Let's get a link on that tweet real quick, boys, and I'll be right back with you. Nice, thank you, Food Blogger. Ben, how you doing? Welcome back. Woke57. How did Warren see it earlier? I also saw it earlier. We had a press pass, so we were able to watch the first episode a week early. Tiffany, how you doing? Michael? Whew. We are ready. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get my ducks in a row here real quick. Copy. Share. Copy link to Twitter. And reply. Paste. Tweet. I tweeted, guys. I tweeted. How we going, Cody? Welcome back. Got my Falcon and the Winter Soldier ready to go. 2:41 a.m. for you. It is 12:42 for me. So 15 minutes out before we step into the Falcon and the Winter Soldier arena. Noah, welcome back. The episode is 45 minutes long. I know this for a fact. So I've actually already seen this episode, guys. Pretty fun. I got a press pass alongside with Warren, which allowed me to watch the episode a week early. But I'm excited to share it with you guys. Levi, okay. No problem. I can go with Levi. I might not always recall, but if I do, I'll call you that. The episode's supposed to drop in 15 minutes, so I'll start it on my little timer over here, and we can watch it along. 11:43, so you're on Pacific time. Sounds good. California, Oregon, Nevada, or Washington. Which one? This will be good, Sakath. I'm very, very excited. Sean Franklin, how are we doing? 1:43 p.m., same time for me. No, that's a lie. I lied. 12:43 for me. You're one time zone ahead of me. I'm super pumped. I'm super, super, super excited. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is, the way I've been describing this to people is, if Iron Man and Captain America's movie had a baby, this is what was produced. Just the one episode. California, Tiffany, sounds good. 4:43 over here in Australia. Freak, you're on the other side of the world. Which part of Australia? Is the watch party on this channel? Warren is also going live. He just hasn't started just yet. Still getting some stuff ready, but y'all can dip and watch with him if you want, obviously. But I'll be doing it here as well. Everyone, make sure to like Chris' live stream, guys. Yeah. The like button is right here. Hit it up. Boom, boom, boom. Appreciate that, guys. Warren is going to be on the Cosmic Wonder channel, so don't worry, you'll be able to check him out over there in about 2 minutes when he starts. He starts at 12:45. I just had a little early jump. You sound like Warren, but you're not interesting. Okay. Thank you. I'll probably tune into that one, but I am sub to you and I'll like. Thank you very much, Eli. I appreciate it. His are definitely more interesting. Imagine Warren falls asleep and misses the stream. I'm sure he would never do that. Queensland, fantastic. I will not be showing the actual episode. What's going to happen, Verb, is we're going to be starting this timer right here. And I will start it on my side at the same time. So if you want to link up on your side, then you can go ahead and watch it with me on Disney Plus while we watch it and we discuss it together. So, no, not illegal. Thank you, Way Metal. I appreciate it. I've been working on it for a few years now. The Marvel one-shots, yeah, those were always really cool. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate the subscription always. I have never played the Devil May Cry video games, but I do play some video games. For all of you asking, the Cosmic Wonder is live, so you guys can dip on over there if you'd like and watch the live party with him. Obviously, fantastic YouTuber and best friend of mine, so just want you to know he is live. Sakai, how you doing, man? How you doing? I feel like I chat with you every single day. Hey Chris, I was gonna say you sound like Warren, but you're also interesting. Thank you, Food Bloggers Kitchen. I very much appreciate that. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate it. And yeah, we just hung out for 4 hours during the Snyder Cut, so a lot of you guys were there. We just did the 4-hour-long Snyder Cut watch party earlier today as well. Maybe we get it a few minutes because the last time. Yeah. I think we might get it about 10 minutes early so that not everybody's trying to flow in at the same time. So I'm sitting here refreshing it. We're gonna get more info on the What If series. I don't think there's much more info to get except for when they're planning on definitely releasing it. It's all done. They've completely finished it. Marvel. That's my one word, Cody. And the reason that's my one word is because the WandaVision series, although fantastic, wasn't very MCU classic. But this is like if the movie Iron Man and the movie Captain America had a baby. So my one word to describe this is a Marvel episode. It's very, very Marvel. A lot of action. And you guys are really going to love it. I'm so excited to watch it with you guys. The Snyder Cut was insane. I absolutely adored it. I have very, very little negative things to say about it. So I hope everybody gets a chance to check that out as well. If you want to watch it alongside me during my watch party, there is the leftover from the live stream with all of the timestamps, so you can watch along and hear my commentary. Yep, Sakai Warren is live. I don't think we have an official release date just yet because they're still trying to get Phase 4 into order. The Phase 4 intro has Iron Man snapping in it at one point. It has different scenes, but it's the same intro, same song, same style. It just has different scenes in it as it's turning around. Right when the Marvel sign's about to come over, you'll see Iron Man snaps inside the L, maybe? I can't remember. Maybe it's the A. Yeah, I think it's inside the A. On the inside, you'll see him snap. It's super cool. Yeah, I'm super pumped, guys. I'm just sitting here refreshing, waiting for it to start up. And, yep, not yet. Not out yet, but we still got 10 minutes. Oh, no. I won't say anything. I won't give any spoilers about the Snyder Cut. I'm just going to tell you how awesome it was. Because it was fantabulous. I won't say any spoilers. I would never do that. Not on purpose. But fantabulous. Absolutely. 10 out of 10. A million times better than the original. Cinematography was on point. The acting was obviously gorgeous. No WandaVision thing? What do you mean by that, Ben? I did. I actually did a TikTok on it on the Cosmic Culture TikTok. So if you aren't already checking me out on the Cosmic Culture TikTok, highly recommend it. I do daily videos in under a minute. So if you can see it right there, there's Loki on my TikTok board. Just started doing it a couple weeks ago. I don't know. We might get some name drops or some Easter eggs. I don't think we'll actually see them in Phase 4, no. Snyder Cut was so good. Describe the Snyder Cut in one word. Oh, that's hard. How about a sentence? The Snyder Cut was everything DC should have been from the start. And I'm kind of bummed out that we didn't end up actually getting it, because DC could be in a totally different direction right now. Is Cap's funeral in this episode? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. We're going to have to find out. Oh, it's on, guys. All right, we're going to start it here. Everybody, if you're going to be watching along, I'm going to be starting it. I appreciate it, Food Blogger. That's what we aim for. So the episode is on. I'm just going to go ahead and whack this play button. I'm going to start the timer right here at the same time. So if you want to watch it along with me, just go ahead and click the button when I start it. And that's going to be in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. All right, we're in. There we go. So my timer is the exact time that I'm watching it on. If you guys want to watch along with me, let's freaking do this. So we're starting off with the Marvel intro, as epic as ever. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom, and we begin. Let's get it. They say this takes 6 months after the blip, so that's where we're at. We start off with Sam Wilson, Falcon, ironing his shirt, putting on a suit jacket. We can see the shield on his bed. That's awesome, Noah. Are we synced up? I'm at 1 minute right now, so let's get this moving. The shield nice and polished, cleaned up, sitting on his bed. Yep, I'm on it. I'm 1 minute and 11 seconds in, Cody. Okay, so they're going over the scene when he was given it, and you hear Captain America talking in the background, old Captain America. All right, Wayne Metal, I'll see you after. All right, we're in. Gotta turn it up just a little bit so I can hear it real good. All right, we're on a plane. It's going fantastic. Kendrick, how you doing, man? Welcome to the watch party. All right, they're talking to Falcon right now about taking care of some business. He's working with the Air Force, obviously. Awesome. So he just jumped out of a plane. Oh, and the wings are out. Here we go. So this is kind of a new suit he has that he's wearing, and it has some Stark tech in it. So it's really cool because it has a little bit of an Iron Man-esque feel to it. It's got pieces flying around and helping him out. So it's a really cool scene. You can even see just then when you see the back, it's a very Iron Man looking piece of equipment. So very cool. I don't think it's nanotech, but it's super cool. So he's flying up to this plane, which is technically American owned, but the pilots are both shot and dead. And there is somebody else flying it. So plane has been hijacked. Nope. Okay, so he's trying to help him re-hijack the plane that was taken from them. Okay, so he sends out this Iron Man tech looking thing called Red Wing, which is really cool. It's carving into the door right now. Oof. That's American military guys getting punched up. And Falcon's in the plane. Really cool fighting scene here. So unlike WandaVision, there are a ton of fighting sequences. Super fun to watch. Super cool. Oh, And the pilot's dead. So guess what? Plane's going down. And then more cool fighting scenes. Like, this is what I meant by MCU. It's way more Marvel-esque with the extra over-the-top fighting scenes and the equipment and the suits and all of that, which you don't really got to see um, in the original. So locked in already? Good, Noah. You're going to love this. What part are you at? So now the other hijackers have jumped out of the plane with a American who they're obviously you're going to be using for information. So now Falcon's going to have to get to work. But luckily he can fly. Jumps right out after them. And this is a really cool scene from the trailers that we've been seeing where he's flying around, chasing the wingsuit guys. This is that whole scene there. Yep, they turn around, they start shooting at him. Oh, helicopter. Yeah, this is super Marvel feeling. It's so fun. It reminds me a lot of the first Iron Man movie. Starts off with war and disagreeing and all that. Monkey, how's it going? Super cool little Red Wing. You should be, man. This is freaking awesome. It's so exciting. Red Wing just took out the helicopter. I saw everything. I'm super pumped. We're currently watching right now. We're 7 minutes and 30 seconds in. A lot of air fighting rolling around. Oh, that guy's dead. No, food blogger, no. Hopefully they update it for you soon, man. At 0 point, I'll share my screen because that is illegal, Adrian. I apologize. So what we do is this timer right here is synced up to the time I'm watching it on my app. And if you have Disney Plus, obviously, you can go ahead and sync it up and we can watch it together with the commentary and you can tell me what you think and I'll tell you what I think. But yeah, no, that would be illegal for me to share it and my channel would probably get deleted. Disney wouldn't be too happy with that. Oh, huge explosions. Sorry about that, Adrian, but thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I found another way. Sweet. So Falcon saves the day. Huge surprise, right? Nah, not even. Tusnia. So after all the fighting's over, they go into a city and they debrief real quick. We see Falcon talking with one of the military soldiers. The guy that was helping him on the ground. He just said he's been working with the Air Force for 6 months. And they called it Stark level tech. So it might not be Stark tech, but it's definitely Stark level. So he's explaining that the people they were just chasing down are called the Flag Smashers, and they thought the world was better during the blip. So they're trying to cause chaos and create a world with no borders. So it's an interesting dynamic that takes place after everything's over with the blip and everything. So we're moving on from that, but it still has some ramifications that have a problem. So he's asking right now if Steve is on a secret base in the moon and if he flew him to the moon. Moon stuff. So now he's headed to Washington, Falcon is. And he's talking about, Steve, Captain America. There's Rhodey. That would have been super emotional, super sad, Abdullah. Super hard to deal with, probably. I mean, these are people we've watched be heroes for years now, so it's sad enough just to see him go away, but to actually see a hero funeral would be pretty sad. But I guess we don't actually know if he's dead. So he's offering the shield to the Smithsonian right now. He's saying we honor his legacy and we look to the future for these new symbols. So he's decided to donate the shield to the Smithsonian to the Captain America exhibit. So he said this shield belongs to you, and he's giving it to the Smithsonian so that they can put it on display in this really cool case. And that will be in the Captain America Smithsonian exhibit. So he decided not to pick up the mantle. And cool little side note, during the interview, when we were talking actually with, the actor, he said he didn't want to say goodbye to Steve, and that's why he wasn't ready to pick up the shield. So that's a really cool little tidbit. He's talking to Rhodes right now, so it's cool to see him. The Iron Patriot. And now they're walking through the really cool exhibit in the Smithsonian. He said it'd be crazy that nobody's going to be holding the shield. And he said, we went for 70 years without somebody carrying the shield, and we were all right. So he's just asking him right now, why didn't you take up the mantle? And he's explaining, and he's saying, it feels like it belongs to somewhere else, were the first words he told Steve. And he said that somebody else is Steve. And it's showing this really cool Captain America memorabilia. Rose is saying that the world's broken. Everybody's just trying to find a way to have the world be fixed. And I think he kind of wanted Falcon to pick up the shield. Now, I don't know if he knows that the government's working on something, because we all know government's going to get involved somehow, right? And he's trying to get Sam to take it real quick, but he's dipping right now. He said he'll be in touch, but obviously the world is in this chaotic, crazy place right now. And that's it. They're in the Smithsonian. The shield was left there, and I think Sam's about to dip out of here. Patriot back. All right, now we're in a hotel. There's going to be a big old something going on. Got some eerie music in the background. Really nice looking hotel. Cool paintings. Oh. Yeah, the episode does not stop. They pick up. So we see Bucky as the Winter Soldier. He's got the same Winter Soldier arm right now, and he's fighting and killing a ton of people. He doesn't have the arm that he got during his time in Wakanda. He's got the one with the star. And he has the same mask and the same hair from when he was the Winter Soldier. And he's killing a ton of people. And he said, "Hail Hydra," as he killed the guy. So, interesting. There's a guy, a bystander, trying to get into the door. The Falcon suit's really clean. They did a good job with it. Yeet! What's up, DG Spider? How we doing, DJ Spider? Oh, and he killed the bystander, and he woke up from a dream. So this was a flashback to when he was, not a good boy. Now he's with a psychiatrist who asked if he had... it seems like they said smart Stark level technology, Monkey, so maybe Stark left it for him, or maybe somebody replicated Stark's technology and it's become more common for everybody to have. So I don't know. They call it Stark level technology, not Stark technology. So, but it definitely has an Iron Man feel to it, doesn't it, Monkey? So Bucky was pardoned. That's what the psychiatrist just said. That'd be cool. Bucky has an amends list he's talking about. He's got to fill people off of his amends list. So he has 3 rules. You can't do anything illegal. rule number 2. Nobody gets hurt. And rule number 3. I think people still have access to Tony's tech. And rule number 3 is to make amends. I believe, yeah, Pepper is in charge of Stark Industries. Assuming it still exists. You never know. Maybe with the passing of Iron Man it ended. He never had a kid. Or I guess he did have a kid. I'm an idiot. Never mind. He did have a dog. So she's yelling at Bucky because he doesn't have any friends. And he's ignoring the text from Sam. He also has a flip phone. He doesn't get along with his lady too much. Yeah, I'm sure Morgan's gonna end up being somebody, right? She's not gonna just disappear. She's talking to him about how hard it is for Soldier to be alone and how he spent the last 80 years fighting. What's up? How you doing? Biker. Alright, so Bucky's out and about, and there's some type of argument going on in the alleyway over here. He's getting involved. His friend's name's Yuri. He's an old Japanese man. He's a pretty grumpy old man. I guess he does have a friend. What's up, Official Ghost? How you doing? Welcome to the watch party. And yes, is accurate. I don't think S.H.I.E.L.D. will really be involved in anything anymore. I'm pretty sure S.W.O.R.D. is, the big guys now. I don't think S.H.I.E.L.D. exists anymore. Ooh, Bucky's going on a date. Yeah, I don't think S.H.I.E.L.D.'s a thing anymore. Official, thanks for stopping by again. Appreciate it, man. countdown? What do you mean a countdown? Comes out March 31st, so week and a half. I feel like after Tony Stark's death, a lot of people are going to try to copy it. You know, he was the king of Stark, right? And oh yeah, Pepper's running it and Happy's involved and all that. But now that he's gone, that's a huge roadblock for Hammer or Pym or any of these other technology companies to try to take over and be the big guy. So yeah, I think we might see different companies like Hammer or whoever else try to come out and be the big dog. I don't think Peter will ever be in charge of Stark, no. Alright, we're in Louisiana. Peter is very smart, yeah. It was cool to see him on Stark's plane building his suit back in the last Spider-Man, where he kind of looked like Iron Man. Super cool scene. No, it's pretty... March 25th? I thought it was the 31st. Hey, Hara, how you doing? Okay, so he's here with his boys. His boys just called him Uncle Sam. So he's here with his sister. In Louisiana. Paul and Darlene. I don't know who you're talking about, the person floating with a big head. MODOK? MODOK? Okay, so his sister's saying she wants to sell the boat. And Sam says it's a part of the family. I think it's going to be a pretty big role in the MCU moving forward, official Ghost. And that's because that's 2 post-credit scenes now where it's been leading towards Nick Fury up on the Sword Flagstaff ship up in space, one in Spider-Man and one in WandaVision. So definitely leading to something, and I think it'll be super interesting to see how that turns out. And I don't know, Monkey, I don't think I see MODOK getting very involved with Tony Tech, but... So she's still trying to get rid of the boat. It's going in the right path. You're right, Sakai. Yeah, that all depends on Sony, but I hope we do. I hope Spider-Man's story gets more and more in depth. How you doing, Alexa? Alex? Sorry, just Alex. How you doing, Alex? Yeah, I don't know about Venom either. All that really depends on Sony and Marvel, and recently they said they are in a very good talks. I mean, I think if Disney and Marvel can get anybody from the Sony universe of collected characters and bring them over, they're going to, but it's a complicated legal battle, so... Sam wants to save the boat, and his sister Sarah does not want to try that. Or Morbius, any of that. I would love to have Morbius, because then we can start getting the Sons of Midnight, and the monster side of the MCU with Dracula, and Ghost Rider, and a lot of cool characters that Marvel has created in the monster side of everything. So yeah, I hope that happens. Blade Runner, all of that. Alright, looks like Bucky's going on his date. That'd be super crazy, Monkey. I don't think that could... I don't even know if that could happen. Yeah, Bucky's on his date. Punisher, yep, official, 100%. That'd be super cool. Thank you for that subscribe. I appreciate it. It means the world. Nice little song there, too. She asked why he has gloves, and he said he has poor circulation, not a gigantic metal arm. Still Thanos, monkey. Bucky is not very good at Battleship, guys. He's having a good day, guys. It's looking good. Punisher is powerful, but still Thanos. Keep in mind, Thanos beat the Hulk without any stones. No, I don't think anybody's too powerful for the MCU because at the end of the day, they'll nerf them however they need to make them fit in. Anybody can be beaten. You know, if you could beat Thanos with all of the Infinity Stones, there's a way to beat anybody. But heard a lot of rumors about Blue Marvel. So Bucky just left. Oh, but he went to talk to his friend. So the flashback, the nightmare he had, the bystander he killed was Bucky. Was his friend's son. The old Japanese guy. What's up, PJ? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the live stream, the watch party for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Got about 10 minutes left here. And then we'll be doing a discussion with Cosmic Warren and Soups and Brad Lambert. So... I think it would have taken the same path. They would have separated and there would have been some issues and would have made them weak. How you doing, TV Trailers? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome from India. Alright, Sam's still trying to save the boat. How you doing, TV Trailers? Yeah, I would have loved to see the Euro armor. Alright, now we're in Switzerland. We're hopping all over the place. Yeah, that would have been fun to watch. Not decimate Thanos, but actually beat him. So the soldier who was fighting with Falcon in the very beginning is now at one of the Flagstaffer meetings. It's at one of their secret meetings. Kind of interesting. They're handing out masks to everybody. Yeah, it was the closest to killing Thanos, you're right. And the guy just jumped out of a building, and it was, I think, a 4-story jump, and he didn't even flinch, so he's got something going on. The suspension is the super soldier serum. Yeah, she used magic. Yeah, definitely some super soldier serum. That's what we're currently watching right now. I'm at minute 35, 36 now, and finishing it right now. That's what the watch party is about. Darren, how you doing? No, it's just one episode today, and then another episode next week. We're about 10 minutes out from finishing the first episode, and then we'll be doing a little live discussion about it. I'm sure Bucky and Sam will team up together, Monkey. Yeah, Loki's coming a week after this series is over. Kang the Conqueror could be involved. It'd be cool to see. It would make sense based off of the comics. We'll see if Marvel decides to go that route with the MCU. All right, they did not get an approval from the loan. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. TV trailers. I got, as this timer shows, I'm 39 minutes in. So Sam don't want to sell his boat. So him and his sister are arguing about whether or not they sell the boat still. They don't have any money. The bank wouldn't give him a loan even though he's Falcon. We don't know, Monkey. Presumed alive. Don't know for sure if he's dead. Hey, how you doing, Arjun? Nat didn't have a funeral. Oh, his buddy called him after he got all beaten up by the Flagstaffers. Clint's not dead yet, so... Clint's not dead yet. We'll have to see. I'm sure she'll be mentioned in the Hawkeye series. She won't have been dead yet at the end of Black Widow. War Machine was there in the very beginning of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah. Only for a brief moment, but he was there, yep. So right now on TV, they're talking about the symbol. The United States of America has a new hero. That's what they're announcing on the TV right now. The new Captain America. The shield he gave him from the past was the one that he gave Sam. So Sam's upset because the shield was just given to the new Captain America, Agent John Walker. And that's the end, guys. 42 minutes and 40 seconds. The first episode has concluded. Crazy freaking fun to get to watch that and see how that all plays out. Let me go ahead and stop this. I mean, what an awesome opportunity it is to watch this show. I watched the Zack Snyder Justice League today for 4 hours, live streaming it, and it was incredible. Absolutely loved it, guys. So highly recommend, if you haven't, to go ahead and give that thing a look, because I very much enjoyed it. It was extremely good. Extremely good. I emphasize extremely as well. Take these out. Get ready to chat with the boys. John Walker is super sus. So we're going to have a little discussion right now, guys. Once the other boys finish watching it. Trying to hook up a camera, I'm sorry. Just give me a moment to get that moving. So let's see what you guys got for me. That was fabulous, Noah. What were your thoughts? That was a really good episode, Ben. Yes, they did an excellent job of starting off the series. I think that is, really the best way they could have started it for me, and I'm super excited to see where it goes. 5 more episodes, 6 hours total. So, who knows what's going to happen next with it. It's crazy, crazy times for everybody. So, definitely exciting to see that, and to, it was boring or interesting to watch Snyder Cut for 4 hours. So, I enjoyed it because the 4 hours that we watched, they told so much deep stories. Like, the stories for each character were super, super deep and in-depth. I'm dropping a review and my thoughts on the Snyder Cut tomorrow afternoon, and tomorrow morning I'll be dropping my review for the Snyder Cut as well. And definitely be sure to check those out. I'll be going a little bit more in depth than we will be here, and it was awesome, right? What can I say? The question is, what were your guys' thoughts on Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Somebody says, officially better than WandaVision. Why do you think it's better than WandaVision, Ben? Just curious what your thoughts are, of course. Now it's dead and gone. Let's see. No, yeah. So the Snyder Cut was awesome. 4 hours is a long time. I sat here and watched it on live stream just like this earlier today, and a bunch of people were there. We were chatting, talking about it, watching it together. Super long, super enjoyable, and the in-depth explanation of each character, especially Flash and Cyborg, who we did not get any justice for the first time around, was taken care of. WandaVision episode 1 was like meh because of no fighting or action. So yeah, and that's what I've been saying about this, was it is very MCU. You were asking before the episode started what's going on exactly, and my explanation was it's very, very Marvel. Very Marvel feeling, demonstrates all super Marvel-esque, and that's cool to see, especially since we're moving on to this new era of uncertainty in the MCU, so being able to have that comfortable Marvel fighting scenes, some Stark tech, a little bit of mystery as to what's going on and trying to puzzle it all together, definitely very comforting to watch. So I'm glad that you enjoyed that, Ben. Zemo in this series, a good guy or bad guy? TV trailers, so in the comics, he's actually an anti-hero. I wouldn't consider him straight villain. There are definitely times in the comics where he teams up with the superheroes to help them. So he's a flip-flopper. But I'm not sure. I think he's going to come off as a problem at first, then he's going to pretend like he's helping, and then in the end, he's going to end up being a bad guy. But he didn't show up in the first episode, and I'm curious to see how he fits in and what exactly is going on. I do think they're trying to push this towards the Thunderbolts, and that's going to become more evident with the releasing of Black Widow. So I'm going to have to see how that all plays out. This episode was Marvel. Exactly, Sakai. That's exactly the way I've been explaining it to everybody, so I agree completely. This episode was 100% Marvel. It was super fun to watch, and that explanation of everything is super cool. Scott Alderson, who you told me, I can't remember. You already told me your name was something else. I don't freaking remember. I apologize. Love the first episode. On the topic of Cap, what do you think of the new Cap wannabe in the comics? Are you talking about U.S. Agent John Walker? Because I think he has good intentions. I think he wants to do a good job. I think the government's going to get in the way, and they're either going to restrict him with rules and things he has to follow, like the Sokovia Accords, and he's going to listen, so he won't be able to do all the good he wants. Or he's just going to be like a puppet. Or they're going to have some kind of mind control serum or something. That's something I've heard a lot about that's also going to keep him from doing his job and make him not the best. So I think obviously there's going to be some type of government involvement. And that leads me back to the same thing with the Thunderbolts. The leader of the Thunderbolts is going to be Red Hulk, who we know is played by Thunderbolt Ross. That's why they're called the Thunderbolt. And I think we're going to see a bit of that in here. I hope that's the direction they're heading with, because it would be really cool to see the Thunderbolts, which is a team of vigilantes who are all anti-heroes, mercenaries, people with their visions, philosophers like Zemo. And they all end up coming together to create this superhero team, which isn't a bad team or a good team, but they do what they need to do. Yeah, thank you, Levi. I forgot, and I knew I would. I recognized your name, but I didn't realize what the new name was. No, I don't know what you're talking about then. I apologize. Sakai, thank you for hanging out. We're about to join the Cosmic Warren and Soups and Brad Lambert for a after episode discussion, so love for you to hang out and stay if you are capable, but obviously appreciate you joining at all. Ben says, I think it's time for Warren to do another update on Spider-Man No Way Home because his last update video was 3 months ago. We haven't really gotten any news. There haven't been any leaks or rumors or anything, so they're kind of tightening up because of all the supposed leaks and rumors going on about the Spider-Verse and everything. We haven't gotten anything. The last news there was about the Spider-Man Far From Home was the official Spider-Man Far From Home Twitter account talking to Twitter saying, hey, make us a bio, and they talked about Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. And I don't know if that was a mistake or if it was a publicity stunt, but we didn't hear anything else about that, so super disappointing. The episode has been out for a while. Yeah, no, I guess I hadn't seen it. 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 Yeah, Tommy, sorry, I didn't realize what was happening here. Yes, the episode has been out. I did just finish it, so we were able to cycle through it. It has been out for about 45 minutes now, so the episode's 42 minutes long, and then extra end credit scene stuff for 5 minutes, so definitely jump on that if you haven't seen it. We just finished watching it, and we're about to do a little talk about it, so Tommy, if you don't want any spoilers, be sure to click away, man. I don't want that to be ruined for you. What's up, Yasser? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, the episode dropped an hour ago. What part of Australia are you from? And thank you for joining so much. Like I said, though, click away so you don't get anything spoiled for you. But make sure to drop a little sub for me if you aren't already. Are you waiting for Spider-Man No Way Home or Black Widow? I mean, I'm more excited for Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm going to watch Black Widow. I think her story's over, and this is going to be a cool lead on. Like I said, maybe the Thunderbolts are going to get explained and everything. And I think they're just giving Black Widow her movie because she more than earned it. But I'm not personally excited for Black Widow. I'm super hyped to see how the storyline pulls out and all the cool stuff. And obviously, it'll feel very old school Marvel because it's going to have a lot of characters in it. But I don't know. I'm not dying to see it. There's a ton of movies. I mean, Loki series is high up there. Thor Love and Thunder high up there. Spider-Man's high up there. All of those. And definitely excited to see that. Noah, my man, you hung out with me all freaking day, Noah. I'm really tired from staying up late night and tonight. I'm going to sleep. Good night. See you next week. Absolutely, Noah. Huge pleasure. Noah, it was fun hanging out with you today. If you're not in my Discord, go ahead and join so we can chat during the week and catch up and stay up to date with each other. So thank you so much for hanging out. Ben says, maybe the Twitter CEO is making a cameo in No Way Home, and that could be why they updated the No Way Home bio. Maybe, or maybe it was just an accident, and Twitter and Spider-Man was just trying to make a funny joke, and it backfired on them. They didn't even respond or change their bio, so I think it was more of an accident. 2 more minutes, and we'll try to join up in with Soups. Yep, that's kind of what I'm hearing, QY, is a lot of people are enjoying this a lot more than WandaVision. Because it has a very Marvel feeling to it, right? Very, very Marvel-esque. So, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get into this Zoom call. Join with video. Please wait while we get into the post-show. Nope, I'm in. Here we go.
Hey, it's Chris.
What's going on, everybody?
Maybe.
No, it's me. I'm here. Hello.
I hear you.
Okay, cool. What's up, guys?
Chilling. I don't think a lot of people knew that you could watch it right now. How fast did you guys watch it? Were you searching it in the beginning?
No, we were ready. We were ready.
Yeah, I got it super early.
I couldn't find it. I
got
it
because
I just searched it up.
Yeah, I searched it up.
Okay. I wonder what time it actually came out in then.
No, it came out at like 20 minutes early.
Okay, because I watched it like 10 minutes early, I think. Or something.
Yeah, I got in like 12. Like I think I started watching it 38.
So guys, here's the question.
Fast and Furious feeling? Yeah, it was super cool. It's super action packed.
Rising and starting the rumors.
Hello, Marvel fan base.
Yo, do people hate us enough already?
Well, look, my first question is this: is Steve dead, or is
Steve's not dead?
I don't think so.
That's the biggest one. That's what so many people asked me in my chat at the beginning.
They didn't address his death. He's not dead.
Is Cap dead? Dude, I don't think Cap's dead. I think in order for the world to just I think that's just the official narrative that they're going with.
I agree.
Not explain that Cap is old now, and he's like an old guy who's retired. But the Steve Rogers that everyone knew and loved that fought in Endgame, he's not around anymore. So I think that's just like the official narrative they're going with, and that's why the episode kind of started with a Cap memorial. Plus, I feel like if Cap was really dead, Marvel would have given us a way better funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like you would have known that he was dead.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
They wouldn't have passed up on that sentimental opportunity for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
No funeral. Cap's not dead. He'll show up somewhere eventually.
I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up like somewhere in this series, like to
finale or something.
Yeah, Sam might need a little bit of guidance or something, and he'll show up.
Well, wasn't there? Oh, this is such a long time ago. I don't even recall what exactly it said. I don't recall if it was a rumor or a report by an insider or something like that. But I was saying like, oh, Cap's gonna return to basically what you just said, like mentor the new Captain America. Because okay, so here's another. So we're introduced to U.S. Agent at the end, new Captain America, fake Captain America, as a lot of people are calling it in my chat.
Yeah, no, Capper.
Hashtag
Right.
not my cap. I love
Hashtag not my cap. There we go.
Cap in the shot. Let's
Hashtag
go.
Not my cap. I'm tweeting that
He's
right
a fake.
I love it. I love it.
now. Hashtag not my cap. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Not my cap. That's epic, Brad. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. But okay, so we know that he gets the shield, or we know that Falcon gets the shield back at some point, right?
Yes, indeed.
So this is where like okay theories come in, right? So does Falcon fight him and just take it back? Is he good? Is he bad? Is he being brainwashed via a super soldier serum? Which I think that might be the case.
That's what I've heard. Obviously.
Dude, that was one of the more interesting things that's because Sam gave up the shield at the beginning of the episode. Now, dude, in all of the marketing we've seen.
All right,
Sam,
Chris Warren, huge news on Jacob Valentine's Instagram. It's No Way Home news. We'll have to check it out, Ben. I feel like he might time travel back to Youngin. I don't think we'll see that Q-wise, but it would be super cool if we did get to.
The episode earlier on, and we were speculating that like that could be like towards the end of the show, like epilogue kind of thing. Like the show ends with Sam training as the new Captain America, and Bucky's there. You know, he's there. He's just there with Bucky. But I don't know. It was kind of weird to see the route that they went, because it went in the completely opposite direction that I thought they were going in.
Also, chat, you know, they're making U.S. Agent look like a total dweeb for a reason.
Right, to make him look innocent, harmless.
And just like a total fraud, right? I mean, I think that's intentional, because obviously they're not going to have someone come in and just be as cool as Steve. So, I kind of like the fact that he looks dweeby, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he goes out there and gets completely wrecked.
Right?
So, you know.
He's like the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I will say this. Yesterday, the day before, maybe today, heck, I don't know, all these days run together now. Marvel did release an official photo of John Walker in his military uniform.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, maybe to start the rumors, this is what I think could be happening. I do think Thunderbolt Ross is involved somehow, if the super soldier serum is involved.
All right, K, buddy, Ben. Thanks for looking out anyway, man. I appreciate it.
Involved, you know, with the super soldier program in the beginning, he's not like an okay guy, right? Like we kind of know that. Bringing back the Weapon Plus program, which is the Weapon X program, blah 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 blah. I think maybe this guy has PTSD, maybe he's hurt or something like that, and they kind of just say like, we can turn you into the next Captain America. And what would you say? Yeah, of course. Give me the super soldier serum that made puny little Steve Rogers
Superman.
Right, and of course I want to be the new Captain America. Of course I want to be the new Captain America. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think something like that is going on. Whether it's Ross or something like that, I think we will probably see that he's going to have some type of super soldier serum, and I wonder if that's going to be some type of brain control or something like that. But I think what I would like to see, I guess, was him. He was a good guy. Maybe he's got some PTSD, because that seems to be a pretty big theme of this. And, you know, people who believes are good who are bad manipulate him, and maybe he starts to become bad because of some things. And eventually, Sam's going to get the shield somehow, right? I mean, we've seen all the trailers. He has the shield.
Maybe he just steals it.
Does Sam take the serum?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But I do think we're gonna get a lot of stuff with U.S. Agent and Bucky. You know, these are both two characters that I think Bucky's dealing with his PTSD. I think we're definitely gonna see U.S. Agent like deal with PTSD to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I don't think he's all there necessarily. I mean, we just got introduced to the character, but seeing like some of the photos that they've released of John Walker, I have a feeling that he's gonna be in that same mental space where he's not gonna be.
Oh no way, Metal! Did you like it? Good night, Ben.
And,
Thanks for stopping
I
by,
think
man. Appreciate it. Huge time. Hanging out with you and super fun, man. What'd you think of the end, Way Metal? Super sweet, wasn't it? Pretty crazy.
Yep.
Maybe. I mean, that's a real thing.
I think I'm definitely leaning towards hoping this has something to do with the Thunderbolts. That Black Widow comes out and we see Thunderbolt Ross is getting the serum, and whether it works completely or not, and it ends up leaning towards that team coming together, because I think it would be really cool to see a group of anti-heroes just balling out in the MCU. I hope that's what happens.
With the show. I don't think they're setting it up just yet.
No, but they're definitely starting to push it, I think, and I hope that's how we end up moving in that direction.
By the end of the series, we should get at least some teasing.
Yeah, I would love to see that. That would be fantastic for me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Look, I have a early morning tomorrow, so much love.
Peace out, homie.
I will catch you guys next time.
Dude,
See you
pleasure as
guys
always.
next week.
We'll see you next
Falcon
week.
Friday.
Funko Friday.
Good night, Brad.
Falcon Friday. Soups. Chris.
Warren.
Something I want to talk about. There seems to be a lot less hype for this show.
I agree there's a lot less hype, but I think that's because of the name. I think people hear Falcon and the Winter Soldier and they think sidekicks, and they don't yet see them as, the core Avengers. And you think about
No, dude.
Exactly.
It's not that. Hold up. Wait, Warren, I'm like editing you back in here.
Oh, hi.
Bro, you know why there's less hype for the show?
Why is that?
Because people don't want to get their hopes up after WandaVision. That's why.
That's possible.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah. Even after this episode, like we all could be talking about like Thunderbolts and all of this different stuff, but like even I don't want to talk about it because
I know, right? Because everything that happened, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to experience the same thing we experienced when nothing happened in WandaVision. So like, with this series, we're kind of taking the approach of
Hey, LT, how you doing?
Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, instead of like WandaVision, where WandaVision was just like a mystery box, giving us all of these different things that could lead to all of these different theories coming true. So now, again, because no one's theorizing anymore, and we're just waiting to see how big Marvel's waiting to go on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think the hype is as big as it was with WandaVision.
Well, screw it. I'll do it. I'm not afraid. I'll theorize. That's what I do. That's what we all do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. And I'm sorry, it's kind of weird because it's like the people are like, you said this were going to happen. It's just kind of like, are you mad because you wished it did? I'm sorry I don't write the show.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
You can't blame us for I don't want to say we're like writing a better show, but you can't blame us for having these like out of the box ideas.
Yeah, these crazy big dreams.
That are just pure fan service for us that we would all go crazy over. Like, this is what we do as fans. We theorize, we come together, and and all of the theories we have for WandaVision like made sense. It wasn't like it wasn't like, oh, X-Men are gonna show up at the end. No, they all had evidence with the things that the cast were saying, with the Easter eggs that they were dropping in the show. Like, are you kidding me? A Grim Reaper helmet? Like, you're gonna
random.
Dude, for WandaVision,
that was undeniable.
There was a featurette with freaking Wonder Man in it.
Yeah, that's true. They let us on for that one.
What is that about? They do this stuff on purpose. But so it's really weird because I kind of feel like this is more of a straightforward show, but at the same time, I don't know who it was. I read an article and I read the quote. It was like one of the writers, producers or something was asked about like, all these crazy theories. And he said, well, there might be even more for this show. So
yeah, I can't see that. I just can't see that just because it's so much more of a grounded story.
It's a lot more straightforward, 100%.
It is more straightforward, but if you take into account the fact that Kevin Feige, I think yesterday, in an interview, said that there's a place they visit in this show that they didn't have access.
Yeah. Overall, in my
more
chat,
watch
it's
content. And that has to
sounds
be
like you guys are
magical,
thinking that this
you
was a
know?
lot better.
Yeah.
QY is way
And
metal. You're all
obviously
saying that this was a
Magic
lot
has that
cooler first
huge
starting off
connection
episode,
to
and I see that because it had that Marvel
it's
feel,
like-
traditional Marvel,
Yeah,
like
we're
you're
gonna
saying,
start
QY.
to
So
say,
it
you
is
know,
interesting to see that.
Yeah,
do the mutants show up? And I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw this out now.
Throw it,
I
I'll
think
catch
they're
it.
going to be referenced. I don't think we'll see more than one if it happens. Or maybe we will and they won't tell us, right? If they're just like in Madripoor and we see people, maybe there'll be mutants that'll be revealed later on. But just based off how grounded the show really is, I do think that they're going to keep. So it's like WandaVision, you know, how they were like, we came up with all these theories that made a lot of sense, but it actually took it away from the story. I think they're going to do the same thing here. I think they'll focus on the story.
Yeah, and that's one thing coming out of WandaVision that I personally wasn't affected by all the theories. I was super satisfied with the way it ended. I liked that it focused on Wanda, that it was a Scarlet Witch story, and it was fun to talk about all those theories and try to figure it out. And honestly, pretty much everything that I heard from everybody, including present company, Warren and Soups, made a lot of sense. But, you know, it's hard when you have all these hopes and dreams and things you want to see. But again, they might just focus on the story of Falcon becoming the Captain America and how we have to move on from that.
Yeah, and that's gonna be such a huge payoff when it does happen, because I feel like with the way this first episode went and the way like we saw Sam kind of dealing with the idea of becoming the next Cap and having that pressure and not feeling worthy to wield that shield, I think it's gonna be such more of a it's gonna be a way bigger payoff in the long run once he does kind of just like own it.
Yeah. I mean, we need to think back to the beginning of Marvel, back phase 1. You know, you think of the first time you saw Iron Man suit up, how cool that was. The first time you saw Captain America hold the shield. The first time the core Avengers in the first Avenger movies in the middle of New York, they had that pano circle around them and they were standing there. These were really simple moments that had huge payouts for us as fans. But now we've been so spoiled with Infinity War and Endgame and, you know, 60 different characters on the screen at once that we maybe aren't so satisfied with the little payouts anymore. But we got to look forward to those in order to enjoy this rebuilding phase of the MCU. Or else we're going to be miserable for the next 5 years waiting for 80 people to be on screen at once.
Yeah, and especially after WandaVision, I'm just before I get back to those like crazy wild theories, because we could all just sit here and talk about how like Wolverine could potentially show up in Madripoor to some extent. But for me, I'm just kind of taking a chill approach to the show, because I'm just waiting to see how big Marvel's willing to go on Disney Plus. Like regardless of how WandaVision ended, and I do think it was a good ending, it was a satisfying ending, especially for the character of Scarlet Witch. As good as that ending was,
Did anyone see the 26 leaks that came out in 3 days? It was probably fake. Some of the other stuff didn't make sense. I didn't see that, QYs. I wonder what that was about.
And that takes me back to what I just said. We thought bigger. Marvel went, well, no, we just want to talk about Wanda. You know what I mean? Like Mephisto, and then this guy, and bring in Doctor Strange for the final fight as well, and blah 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 blah. When they were really like, hey, it's called the WandaVision show.
We told you the title.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about WandaVision, and I think it's gonna be the same thing here. I think there's gonna be some cool cameos, like, you know, Rhodey showing up, which made sense because he is in the Air Force, right? This is a national thing. He's a high-ranked in the Air Force as well. He knew Captain America is an Avenger. It just made sense.
On that note, I noticed something this time around when we were watching it, and he was really pushing for Sam to maybe take that shield back.
He was.
So I wonder if maybe he knew. He's like, dude, if you don't take it, they're gonna give it to someone. Like, if he's in on it a little bit, like he knows something going on, because he is probably at this point pretty high up in the military. And I was sitting there.
Patriot is back with the shield.
Yeah, right. He ends up with it. But I was sitting there wondering while he was like, hey, you sure you don't want to take it? Or like, why aren't you taking it? Like, what's right? He said it like 4 times in that 30-second conversation they had. So I'm like, I wonder if he's in on it. Like, he knows they're going to replace him if he doesn't take it. Just a thought. I don't know if that'll pay out to anything or not, but it was just something that went across my mind.
Yeah. Well, definitely. So you could tell in the beginning when he's getting dressed, like what first minute of the episode, first scene.
Yeah.
You know, he's looking at the shield, same bag that Captain gave him the shield in. Yep, same bag. you could tell on his face he was struggling with the decision to give it up. But Captain America was his.
It wasn't a lot of storyline stuff, just cameos,
Right,
directors
so
for
you have to
upcoming
remember
movies.
that.
Dang, man, it's hard to tell with a lot of leaks.
Captain America was
they're tricky.
his Captain America too, right? And so he's kind of said it, several times in the first episode, like, I don't want to take that mantle because it's not mine, right? The shield feels like somebody else's because it's Captain America's, right? So, there's just so many ways that this ship could go. I think I think he thinks it means one thing, right, to him, and then as things change, it's gonna mean something else, and that's when I think he's gonna think it's okay to take on that mantle, right? Because right now he's kind of thinking like, Captain America was my best friend. I don't want that mantle. That was his, man. That was my boy, like, Captain. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was my captain too.
Yeah, like, who am I to replace him?
Right, pretty much. Like, and I want to honor him, right? Because what would you want to do with your friend? Like, you'd want to honor him. So it's like, I'm not going to take his title, but I think by the end, his mind might change and say, I want to take it to honor him.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, and with the way this episode ended, like, it just became personal for Sam.
Oh, his face at the end, he was devastated.
It just became personal for Sam. That shield means so much to him, and knowing that Steve, kind of in a very similar way that like Tony Stark left the Edith glasses to Peter Parker, specifically for Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Steve left that shield for Sam, specifically for Sam.
He did.
So now this just became personal for Sam, and I want to see. That's why I'm so excited for next episode, because I want to see Sam, take it upon himself to go get that shield back, because it's gonna be like kind of the same way Peter Parker realized that, like, no, this is.
Night Q Wise, thank you so much for joining and hanging out with us. Means the world to me, buddy. Huge thank you from me to you, man. If I eat soap, I don't, because I did. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here as well.
I agree, and I think, he gave up the shield, but it was his to give up and nobody else's.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah, it seemed like if he wanted it, he could have had it.
Oh, 100%.
They didn't take it from him.
Right, but just like Soup said, it's personal now because Sam, if I'm Sam, I'm like, Captain gave me that choice, right? So if I'm not Captain America, which is my decision, nobody's gonna be Captain America.
Yeah, and that was what he wanted.
Right, because he gave that shield up because he didn't want that mantle taken from his friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because he even said that in his speech. He's like, the shield's a symbol, but it's the man behind it.
Right.
So to him, it's not about that title. It was about Steve.
Right.
So in his mind, he's going, Steve is Captain America. Nobody else is. I'm not taking it because nobody else is Captain America. So now he's pissed, like Soup said. He's pissed. It's personal.
Yeah, so it's personal. I'm hyped to see the action in the next episode.
Oh, the action was insane. So many cool fight scenes. So many cool fight scenes.
It was cinematic too. Some people thinking like, it's a 150 million rumored, but probably true budget for 6 episodes. That's insane.
Nightway Metal, huge thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'll catch you tomorrow. I have a Snyder Cut review and ending explained video, and this review and ending explained video going out. So feel free to check those out, and many appreciations. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out too. Where does he fit in?
Well, I don't know. Sorry.
Black Smashers?
So check this out. So I interviewed the director, Kari Skoglund. I specifically asked about Zemo because I was specifically wondering about him. And she said, she was very vague, but she said, whatever you expect out of him, it's not going to happen. The opposite's going to happen. So I'm sitting there like, what?
Well, I would expect him to turn on them. So.
well, but here's my thought process. In the trailers, he's bad, right? No more superheroes and stuff like that. I can't allow these people to exist. So I would expect him to, and I think most people would expect him to finish his work, go against the Avengers, go against Bucky and Sam. But the opposite of that, or what you're not expecting, is for him to work with them. And actually in the trailers, when they're walking into Madripoor, they're all together.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're definitely together at some point.
Right. So my theory is maybe he sees that like Falcon and Bucky are good,
Mm-hmm.
Bucky's no longer brainwashed, and there's hope, right? But the Flag Masters are super soldiers, and his whole deal is against the super soldiers. So let's unite and take down the super soldiers.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? I mean, Soups, thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. And again, in the trailer, this is something we've seen multiple times of like them working together. So why the hell would they work together? I feel like it's one of those cases where it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think might be happening here, right? He doesn't necessarily like the Avengers because he tried to take them all out, but he was really against Bucky as the super soldier. As the super, because I think if you look at Captain America, you're not going to be like, stupid super soldiers, like they're so evil. You can't say that, right? He's looking at Bucky and the others that were trained by Hydra.
Right.
So I think when he's going to see Bucky good, and then, maybe reminisce a little bit about how Captain was good, he's going to realize that it's not necessarily superheroes that are the problem. It's the super soldiers being made into weapons. And then they'll team up and go against that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be actually really cool. I like that idea.
So
Well,
guys, with that being said, I'm gonna sorry to cut you off, Warren, but
you're good.
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go get some sleep, go film some videos.
Hashtag not my cap.
Hashtag not my
You heard it here first.
Hashtag Rory's the GOAT. Hashtag Rory's the GOAT. Got our boy Bucky a little date.
Got our boy a date with a beautiful woman.
Yeah, I love that. That was
Where's
awesome.
that guy
First episode.
in my life? What is happening?
out
Okay,
Rory.
well, before you leave, Soups, before you leave, does he get with the girl at the end?
I think there's a higher chance that he probably gets with Sharon than that
Sharon?
girl.
That'd be cool.
I'd like that too.
I'd be
I'd
about
like
that.
too. All right, cool. Boys,
Nice soups.
it's good to be back.
It's good
Let's
to be
see you guys
back.
all
We'll see you
week.
guys next week.
See you guys next week. Everybody have a good
See you
night.
guys next week, guys.
Peace.
Bye. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to a conclusion of the first episode, season premiere of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Super hype episode. I am going to go ahead and hop off, work on the Cosmic Warrens video. Awesome in-depth breakdown. Be sure to check that out tomorrow. And then, of course, my ending, explain, and review reaction video, which will be going out early this morning. And then later, a Zack Snyder ending, explain, and my thoughts was super, super awesome. I loved the Snyder cut a ton. But guys, thank you so much for joining today. And as always, be sure to check me out on Twitter, Discord, TikTok now, posting daily there as well. And we'll see you all in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.